It's a strange, enchanting magic I see. Ah, Mr. Wonderful, that's me.
Oh.
I feel better for that.
Yes, I bet you do.
And how are you this morning, my little darling?
I'm very well, thank you.
Have you seen Duncan this morning?
Yes, he popped in about 10 minutes ago.
Oh, good. How did he look?
Oh, he looked all right, considering the sort of life he leads.
What sort of life does he lead?
Let's put it this way. If myxomatosis ever broke out again, then Duncan Waring would be in danger of getting it.
Yes, but did he look happy?
Yes, as happy as any rabbit the morning after the night before. And he was whistling.
Whistling? Mm-hmm. Ah, that means he's got money. Good morning, Duncan, dear boy.
No.
No what?
No, I'm not going to lend you any money.
What on earth made you think I wanted to borrow money?
No, listen, DW old sport means you want to borrow me car, Duncan old chap means you want to borrow me flat for the night, and Duncan dear boy means you want to borrow money. No.
My dear friend, how close we must be that you should read me so well.
Like a book.
Like a book, yes.
Yes, and in fact, when you want money, your little eyes go all small and piggy, and you twitch.
You're really on form today, Duncan, dear boy.
There it is again. No. The last time I lent you some money, you went and pinched a bird of mine. I spent $75 softening her up, and you went and got it for my last 10.
Now, listen to me.
No, 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 and no.
Is that final?
Yes, yes, yes.
And yes.
And yes.
Yes, all right, I get the picture.
Good.
Good morning.
Griffin, dear boy,
No.
Linda, dear boy, girl,
No.
You see? They got you tumbled.
It's not for me, you understand. I mean, I've met this beautiful bird who's absolutely infatuated by me, and, well, she likes going to all the best places.
Yeah, well, if she's so infatuated by you, why doesn't she love you for yourself? I mean, your magnetism, your dynamic personality.
Oh, well, she does. Well, I mean, that's obviously what attracted her in the first place. But she likes all the best things in life.
Well, I tell her the best things in life are free, and that you won't charge her anything.
I've already tried that.
Well, in that case, babe, you better hang up your spurs, because this lad ain't going to lend you any money.
It's an investment.
How can it be an investment? I put up the money, you get all the pleasure.
I'll give you a blow-by-blow description.
All right. Who is this lusty emissary of the feminine gender?
The what?
The bird, who is it?
Oh, it's Nurse Potterton.
Well, if it's her, mate, I tell you, half the hospital can give you a blow-by-blow description.
Ah, Weary. So there you are.
My God, there's no fooling you, sir.
Highly jocular, but it's a bit early in the morning for me.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, thank you. Mr. White in Ward 6 is a patient of yours, I believe?
Yes, old Chalky is, sir. Yeah.
Yes, old Chalky. We've had some complaints about him talking in his sleep. About horses, I believe.
Oh, does he give any tips, sir? What a pity.
You know, what exactly does he talk about, then, sir?
Well, apparently things like, come on, me beauty, one more jump or I shall have to get the whip out.
Sounds like a touch of the up-and-overs, doesn't it?
Oh, so that's what they call it.
Something like that, sir, yes.
Yes, but that's not all. Apparently, this morning at 3 a.m., he sat bolt upright in his bed and shouted, "Mount!"
No answer to that, sir.
Exactly. Especially as it caused 3 patients to fall out of bed.
Yeah, it was... He ran horses all of his life, you see. First of all as a jockey, and then his last 10 years as a trainer, sir.
A jockey, is he?
Yeah. Well, that's why he's in here. Had an unfortunate accident with the pommel of the saddle.
That's probably why he sits bolt upright at night.
Yeah. But I think you'd probably sit bolt upright if you got a pommel stuck up your...
Yes! Well, if the poor fellow's had that sort of an accident, I don't want to be too hard with him, but do have a word with him.
Well, of course, sir. I don't see what good it'll do, though. I mean, they're his dreams, you know?
Well, let's see if we can find some way of getting him to keep his dreams to himself. I mean, we can't have patients falling out of the bed because some old jockey with a sore bum has nightmares.
Well, sir, I think he would probably sleep a lot better if we put him to bed with a pat on the head and a couple of lumps of sugar.
That is exactly the sort of remark that one has come to expect from you, Stuart Clark.
Thank you, sir.
Don't worry, sir. I will have a word with him.
Good. Just remind him that this is a hospital and not a racecourse.
Yes, sir. But I bet you 6 to 4 it doesn't do any good. A passing whimsy, sir. A criticism.
Foster, that's your husband over there.
Hello, Harry!
Mrs. Green, your husband is there. Nurse, trolleys, please. Morning, Doctor.
Morning, sis.
Sorry,
Hey, Choggy. How are we today, eh?
Oh, still feeling a bit sore.
Yeah. Well, the stitches are healing nicely. It'll be all right, provided you don't go over any bumps.
Oh, don't worry. My riding days are over.
Yeah, wise man.
Look, I wanted to have a chat with you. I was wondering if you were interested in horses at all.
Nah, only the ones that win.
Right. Let me show you something. Now, feast your eye on these.
Oh, very nice.
Isn't she a darling? Look at those legs.
Yeah. Looks like a bit of a goer to me.
Goer? Goer? I'll say she's a goer. Once she gets going, you've got a hell of a job trying to stop her. That's the kind of goer she is.
Yeah? Got a bit frisky, is she?
Yeah, too frisky for a man of my age. Best rider fella's ever had.
Yeah. Tell you what, I reckon about half hour on top of her would be enough for me.
Yeah, that's why I had to get rid of her yesterday. Mind you, I've had her for 2 years. Taught her every trick in the book.
Yeah.
She was getting on top of me.
You needed a younger man, eh?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, here's one who's a little different. Look at that, eh? Sweet nature, soft mouth, does anything you like.
That's more like it, eh?
No need for a whip with that one.
You much of a one for the whip, Chalky?
Only if they don't do things my way.
Yeah. What's the background?
Oh, she comes from very good stock. Father was an Arab.
Oh.
So how do you fancy having a bit of it?
What do you mean, having a bit?
Yeah, you know, sharing it, getting in on the act.
What, me?
Yeah, 50-50 right down the middle.
Well, I don't know. I've never been in a scene like that before, you know?
Look, it won't cost you very much. Just half the accommodation, half the tucker, and you're on to a winner.
Yeah, well, I know that, but I don't know, you know.
Well, I thought you were the sort of person who knew a good thing when he saw it.
Well, all right, I tell you what I mean. But I tell you what, I warn you, first time I don't get satisfied, I'm out.
Dr. Waring, you should be thoroughly ashamed of yourself. And as for you, in your condition, you'd be better off doing wicker work.
What's wrong with her?
Oh, search me.
Anyway, come on, let's have a look at her. Tell me more about our horse, eh?
Right. Well, I've got him running in a race on Saturday, and
Yeah.
providing he follows instructions, sticks right to the rails.
New paragraph. And as this is the third time your cat has made amorous advances to my cat, would you please consider having it doctored? Yours, etc. And Miss Franklin, no K in doctor, 1 C in cat.
Oh, Dr. Griffin, you've been at my dictionary again.
That's a spirit, Griffin. The mind never far from the surgeon's blade.
Yes, the way some people around here behave, it's not just the cats that need seeing to.
You certainly know how to hurt, the unkindest cut of all. The only thing that makes it bearable is the fact I know you don't mean it. You look happy with yourself. What happened?
Nothing.
Now, come along. You've got that certain look on your face, sort of,
Smug.
smug. That's right.
Nothing really, you know, just a little bit of business.
You haven't spent all your money, have you?
No.
Oh, that's a blessing.
You never stop, do you?
Hope springs eternal.
Oh, yes, but my money doesn't. That's why it is going into a safe home.
A safe home.
Yes, I have made the decision of a lifetime. You are now looking at the proud owner of half a racehorse.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Half a racehorse? You're mad.
Ah, that's what they said about Nero.
Oh, yes, Waring. And Nero was mad.
Oh, Maurice.
What's the matter with Griffin this morning?
Oh, he's been in a very strange mood all day, sir. He's having some trouble at home. Apparently an old Tom's been having a go at his tibby. And he's having it seen to. As a matter of fact, I think he's going to do it himself.
Really? You know, the thing that I admire about you, Stuart Clark, is that you are consistent.
Oh, thank you, sir.
In that I can never understand one single damn word you're talking about.
Yes, I must confess I do confuse myself at times.
Yes, I'm sure you do. Don't go, Waring. I want a word with you. Miss Franklin, would you please excuse us? Gentlemen's talk, you know. Go help Griffin with his pussy. Now, Waring, this morning I had Sister Cummings in my office, and it was most embarrassing.
Don't worry, sir, your secret is safe with me.
And it will never slip from my lips,
You can
sir.
rely on us.
Shut up, Waring. She came into my office suffering from what appeared to be a nervous twitch.
That's very strange, as he acted a bit odd earlier on, sir.
I think she's suffering from night starvation.
No, Stuart Clark. What Sister Cummings is suffering from is Dr. Waring.
You dirty rotter.
What do I mean, sir?
Sister Cummings seems very concerned about your arrangement with Mr. Chalky White.
News travels fast, eh?
That sort of news always travels fast.
Yeah, well, I don't think there's anything wrong in it, sir.
No, you wouldn't.
In fact, I'm quite looking forward to it.
Yes, I'm sure you are. I'm sure you are. But there is the reputation of this hospital to consider.
Well, it's only a financial venture, sir. In fact, it could be rather rewarding, in fact.
I think he's right, sir. On reflection, I wouldn't mind a little dabble myself.
Dabble? Surely you must have had the urge at some time or another, sir.
I most certainly have not.
I always thought you were the sporting type.
Not that sporting.
One man's meat.
There's another man's gravy.
What's that supposed to mean?
No idea.
Listen, Waring, as much as I...
Excuse me, no. Hello, Duncan Waring. Thank God. That's for you, sir.
It's for you, sir.
It's for me, sir.
Yes.
Beaumont. Oh, blast. Well, keep him breathing until I get there. I'll deal with you later, Waring.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Look forward to it, sir.
Now, look here, Obin, about this racehorse.
Oh, yes. Hang on. Looky there.
Oh, lovely. Which half is yours? Oh, no. What's the name of that old nag of yours?
Moonboggler.
Moonboggler?
Moonboggler.
Moonboggler?
Moonboggler.
How romantic.
Yeah, well, it will be romantic when it wins on Saturday. It's 25 to 1 plus the prize money.
You're not going to bet on it, are you?
No, I'm going to play tiddlywinks with it.
Tiddlywinks?
Of course I'm going to bet on it, you Burke.
Yeah, well, I think you're mad.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
Oh, really? Well, I tell you then, hey, you just have a look at that there form and then tell me I'm mad.
Yeah, well, I suppose it does stand a fighting chance.
Oh, don't throw yourself into a frenzy, will it?
I'm very worried about you, you know.
Hey, well, don't worry about me. You know, as soon as I see the colour of the money, I shall be happy.
But it's the strain of the whole thing.
What strain?
The strain of lying in bed at night wondering if he's comfortable in his stall, or if his hay's damp, or how many miles he's got left on his horseshoes.
Oh, yeah, well, don't worry about that. When are you going to pay for two of them?
It's still a great worry. And a terrible expense, you know. You need someone to help you shoulder the load.
I've got somebody to help me. Chalky.
No, not him. Someone younger, more active.
Well, like who?
Well, someone. Anyone. Me.
Oh, yeah, I reckon we've got to come round to that soon.
You've cut your costs in half, you know.
How can it possibly cut my costs when you haven't got any money?
Well, I do have a little bit stashed away.
Oh, do you indeed? Oh, that's very nice. You stash your loot away and then you come and scrounge off me.
And that's another reason why you should have me as a partner. Well, I'd be making a lot of money. You wouldn't have to lend me anymore.
And why are you a millionaire?
Because not enough people recognize my genius, that's why.
Yes, I'm sure. So, you want a half share of my half share, eh?
That's right.
That's a leg each.
Correct.
All right, but you sign a contract with me.
A contract?
Oh, yes, mate, yes. I have to sign a contract with Chalky White. You have to sign one with me.
All right.
Right.
All right.
Right. Right.
All right.
Right. I, Richard Stuart Clark, being of sound mind and a feeble body, do hereby declare my interest in the half share of Duncan Waring's half share of the horse Moonboggler.
Yes.
To share all expenses and to take that same part in prize monies.
Oh, I like that bit.
Yeah, I thought you would. And I also promise to pay the aforementioned Duncan Waring back all the monies I have borrowed off him in the last 6 months.
Now, hang on.
Your decision.
Oh, all right.
Right. And first thing in the morning when the bank's open.
Now, hang on. Don't be so fast.
Oh, come on, where you got to?
I, Richard. How can I write when you keep talking?
I'm bloody awful. I'm eating out.
Not wasting.
Come on.
Marvellous. Really marvellous.
What is?
These birds, absolutely amazing.
All is not lost, Morris.
What superb tits. Harness Carolines.
Here we are. Got your money.
Give me.
50, 100, 20, 40, 160.
65.
Yes, well, there we are. That's 2, 4, and 95 cents. That's all I've got.
Yeah, hang on. Hold it. I owe you 5 cents. Sign there, please. Thank you very much indeed. Welcome, partner. Come in.
Miss Franklin, if that's a private call, it's been 12 minutes long and given me 5 minutes walk. Dr. Waring, your patient and friend, Mr. White, would like a word with you.
Thank you, sis.
Miss Franklin, do please remember.
Who's a naughty girl, then? Telling Professor Beaumont our little secret, eh?
What was all that about? You think she's got a nice bottom?
O-M-C... No, not that. All that money changing hands and secrets.
Oh, Duncan and I are starting a little business deal together.
Really?
Yes, could be worth thousands.
Thousands?
Yes. We are part owners of half a little gold mine on 4 legs. Have a look at that. Moonboggler. It's going to buy an awful lot of hot chocolate, that is.
Yes, but horses could be an expense, though, I imagine.
Oh, true, true.
And all that feeding and grooming and saddles and all the other bits and pieces.
Yes, it's only money there, isn't it, Griff?
Ah, well, exactly the way I feel. I mean, I've got quite a bit stashed away there, but money doesn't buy happiness. Look, I don't... Well, I don't.
No, I know you don't.
But if you ever felt the need for another investor, well, I'd be quite happy to put up just 2,000 or 3,000, eh?
Well, that's very kind of you, Griffin, but I'm afraid we couldn't do that. It would be very difficult for the horse.
Difficult for the horse?
Yes, well, if it has more than one owner, you know, it would, well, it wouldn't know who it was running for, would it?
Well, of course, yes. But think it over, the offer stands.
Of course, you would always lend me a couple of thousand, but... No, I suppose not.
Oh, I suppose you think that's funny, Stuart Clark. Do you realise that's hospital property you've defaced? That's your idea of a joke, is it? British sense of humour, I suppose. Oh, Miss Franklin, I really don't know what to do about those two. Look, did you see Waiter.
Yes, all right, darling, I'll pick you up at 6 o'clock. Where? Outside maternity? Oh, no, I don't think so. Make it X-ray, it'll look better. Yeah.
Ah, Stuart Clark.
One moment, Doctor. Yes, sir?
Have you seen Dr. Waring?
Yes, he's having a chat with Chalky White.
No, is he indeed?
He's probably telling him the good news.
Good news?
I've decided to have a crack at it now, sir. Because I want a slice of the action. As from this morning, I get half of what Waring gets. You could say we get a leg each.
I just don't know anymore.
Oh, well, he must be onto a good thing, sir. Even Griffin's interested now.
Oh, my God. Not Griffin as well.
He's even willing to pay for it. Mind you, I put him off. I think 3 and a bed is quite enough, don't you? If you'll pardon the expression.
Your sexual gymnastics are of no concern to me.
Oh, by the way, sir, I'll tell Waring that you're looking for him.
Don't bother.
Yeah, sorry about that, darling. It was only Beaumont. Now, about tonight, I thought, well, we could go to a little fish restaurant down... Oh, by the way, Beaumont's looking for you.
Don't bother.
Well, what's the matter?
It's over.
Well, don't worry, she wasn't that hot.
Who wasn't?
Nurse Williams. I took her to the staff dance. Very disappointing she was.
It's worse than that.
Just a minute, darling. OK, tell me all about it.
Moonboggler has snapped a fetlock.
What does that mean?
Well, it means we got a share in a 3-legged horse.
Maybe we could put it in for a 3-legged race.
No need to make jokes about it, mate. It's going to cost us an awful lot of money.
How much?
Well, Chalky wants to retire him.
Retire him?
Yeah, well, Chalky says he's been a good horse and deserves the best, and, well, he's sure that we'd want him to live his rest of his life in comfort.
But how much is comfort?
Our share comes to about $100 a month.
$100 a month?
Yeah. Apart from his leg, he's perfectly fit. He's good for 6 or 7 more years.
$100 a month for 7 years?
There's nothing we can do about it. Well, Chalky can't afford it all, and we can't let him down.
Well, I don't see why not.
Yeah. Mind you, hang it, look, apart from his leg, he's perfectly fit, right?
Oh, yeah, but the leg's the most important part.
No, it isn't. We put him out for stud.
Hey, right? Oh, he'll love it.
Of course he'd love it.
Yes.
I mean, wouldn't you love it? You imagine, when you're on the farm, right? You get plenty of grub, you're going to rub down every morning, and then they lead you out into the field and... they bring on the birds. I mean, talk about hitting your oats.
And they pay you for it.
Of course they pay you, mate. And if you don't get it first time, you have a second crack at it as well.
More oats.
Why, yes.
And they pay you again.
Look, no, be fair, be fair.
But there is a demand for this.
Of course there's a demand, mate. Blimey, I mean, there's places where they do it on a Sunday morning. We'll make a fortune.
Oh, by the way, Griffin's been sniffing around. He wants a slice of the action.
Oh, no chance.
He's
no
willing
chance.
to put 2,000 or 3,000 up, you know.
Really?
Yeah, but I put him off.
Good, good. I tell you what, mate, we are going to make ourselves a bomb. Now, come along, Dickie boy, follow Uncle Donkey. We will go and see Chalky the White.
Dickie? Dickie?
Hey, Chalky, have we got news for you, mate?
You mean you're going to take the stitches out?
No. Better than that. Moonboggler will not have to retire.
What? How do you mean?
It's simple. We put him out for stud.
He'll think it's his birthday.
Well, it's a nice thought, but it won't work.
What do you mean it won't work?
Well, I tried him out last year and all that.
So?
So, unfortunately, it does not suit him.
What do you mean it doesn't suit him?
Makes him go dizzy.